Welcome in, everybody. How are we doing? We are here for the gold medal match, Canada versus USA, the one we all expected, the one that we've been waiting for all along. The two favorites, the two powerhouses. It all comes down to this one very game here in Milan, Santa Giulia Arena. Here we go. It is Team Canada versus Team USA. Welcome in. I think it's pretty clear which team I'm going for. I did look for the jersey. I wanted the jersey. You know what the problem was? I saw the jersey a few weeks before the Olympics started. I'm like, that's a nice jersey. I should buy it. I didn't. I went back. It was gone. So I got my Maple Leafs, Toronto Maple Leafs. Hate me for it. I know there's a lot of haters out there. I tend to like the teams that everyone else hates. So be it. But today I'm here for Canada. I've Canadianized my studio as much as I could for this match. So welcome in. I know we have a few Americans here as well. I tried to get Primo. He was one of the first here to comment as well. Unfortunately, Primo from Detroit cannot be here representing USA today. He's doing real hockey. It's his girls under 9 hockey. So it is just me today. My brother might actually join in while he can. He's got hockey stuff today. He's got the kids. But that's fine. We're going to do what we can. We're going to have fun with this one. And what I do suggest is if you do join our Discord. Give me a second. I'm going to put up the Discord. Here we go. You can scan that. You can get in the Discord. There might be a way where if you don't have the game, we can watch it. But if you have a VPN, I know CBC Canada. CBC, it is Canadian. It is for free. So if you can VPN to Canada, perhaps you can get yourself a stream. Otherwise, I know everyone pretty much does have... it's the Olympics. Everyone should. I hope everyone is able to watch this one live. We don't have to do anything behind the back, behind the play, if you will. But we are about to have face off here. I did come a bit late this early morning and tried to get the dogs walked and everything. Kind of ran out of time. I'm sorry, but we're about to get the face off here. Let me not waste any more time. I will put up an overlay for all of us to watch, and we have the face off. Nice and quick. I love it already. Here we go. This way. Adjusting the screens, trying to make it look the best. But here we go. Line 1, we have Celebrini, McDavid, McKinnon with Hayes and McCarr and Binnington in net. You have for the Americans the two Kachucks on. Oh, nice chance early on. Two Kachucks on the wings, cycle up center, McAvoy, Hughes, fully booked in net. It is America right now on the attack. I think this is going to be a fun, exciting game. It's going to be gritty. It's already high flying. I think Canada overall may be the favorites today. But it's not. I don't think there's a clear winner. It's going to be a tough one. It could go any way, any given Sunday. But it is the U.S. early on in the zone, keeping Canada locked down. Shots on net. That one's blocked. Celebrini trying to get it out of the zone. He's turned around. Line change for the U.S. finally gives some relief here. Canada trying to stretch it out. They get it deep into the zone. That's going to be part of the game today. Those chipped in pucks, those battles down low, going to be a lot more physical. The two more North American teams as Bennett puts one on for Hellebuyck. Save, gets the glove out and snatches it. The first shift is pretty long. Oh, wow. There's the Kachucks going early. Yeah, lots of hitting already. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one today. I'm loving it. Get to the second line here. We have Marner, Suzuki, Stone, and Harley and Pareko. Second line for US, who should be on right now. Gensel, Matthews, Boldy, Faber, Slavin. Oh, puts it up in front and just whiffs on the net. Hellebuck's got it down in the pads, has the glove on, gets the whistle, and we got a scrum. I love how the comments that are already in are for the USA. I guess, yeah, just the numbers, right? You got 10 times the population, US versus Canada. It's gonna happen. My number one viewership comes from the United States. So I'm not surprised really today. And Sidney Crosby's not around. We should definitely mention that, right? No Sidney Crosby right now. I mean, it's a loss, but Canada has got a deep bench. I don't know if that will have an overall effect. I got McDavid up top. I don't know. We'll see if there's an X factor that's in play there. It's kind of a big deal that a player like Crosby doesn't make it for the gold medal game. A little disappointing, of course. He's 39 now. I think he's already turned 39. He's 1987. 38, 39. I mean, he's up there in age, right? Injuries are going to come. These tournaments, they play a lot of games in kind of quick succession. And this is sort of the passing of the torch, right? I don't know. Oh, and Harley puts one on. Hellebuck gets that one shut down again. So it is going both ways. 2 shots on that for Canada already. Nothing has made it through for the US despite the early push. McKinnon just missing that puck there. Oh, Hellebuck's doing well. Had a decent tournament. I know. I don't know if maybe not the greatest, most nimble goalie in that sense, if you know what I'm saying, right? He's just a big physical presence there. So coming at him quick and hard is probably gonna be what Canada's gonna try to do. Keep it a little lower. Make a move. Deep into the Canadian zone at the moment. Oh, no clearance. Pressure on by the US. They're doing well to kind of keep the pressure down on the wings. Pinching up at the boards, but we got Suzuki breaking out. Drop back, and another high one up into the glove. Team Canada. Let's look at these stats. Preliminary round leading for 80.6%, but only 5% in the playoffs. Trailing 0% in the preliminary rounds, 45.6% in the playoffs. So, yeah, that's actually funny. They have not made it easy, I guess. No, nor should the playoffs be easy. US got a little lucky facing Slovakia there. Like that was an easy one. Dude, this is my Wendell Clark jersey, man. You don't hate on my Wendell Clark jersey. This is a retro one. This 90s is retro now. Down low. If you notice, I also have in the background my Ty Domi jersey. That one's also from the 90s. And my Calgary Flames and Edmonton Oilers jersey up there as well. Oh, big collision behind the American net. Oh, huge hit. That got the crowd going. That was huge. There were skates up in the air on that one. Another hit down at the corner. So I expected the Americans to be a little bit more physical, but it's the Canadians at the moment handing it out. Stretch pass doesn't make it, and that's nicing. Look at the replay on this one. I missed the initial hit. I just saw the yard sale. They're both coming in around the net at speed. That was great. Oh, of course Canada's going all out, man. Canada, they have wanted this one so bad. Canadian hockey has made a bit of a downturn in recent years. There, yeah, four nations, sure. I mean, only the four nations it counts, absolutely. But this is the big stage now, right? This is against the entire world. This is absolutely massive. Yeah, of course. This is Stanley. Some of these guys have a Stanley Cup, right? Some of these guys have multiple Stanley Cups. Sidney Crosby, not playing unfortunately, but no, like on both teams, there's multiples that have Stanley Cups or have just fought deep into the playoffs, right? We have the veterancy between both these teams is huge right now. To be able to get an Olympic gold on your resume, absolutely huge. But here's and a goal early on by the States, a breakout pass and gets it in the 5 hole and sneaks it in. And just like that. And that's the problem when you go hard, right? You get caught out. Counterattack. That Boldy that gets the goal. First of the and that's how that happens too. First of the tournament of all the people that get that goal. That is not the one you would have expected to get it, right? Oh, just a nice little flick up with the stick in the air too. Just to settle the ball down, sneaks it in. It rips off the inside of the post too. Wow. That's assisted by Matthews and Hughes. There you go, Matthews. There's one of my Maple Queefs. Well, it'll make it interesting for sure. A goal this early into the first doesn't mean a whole lot. And here's McDavid flying in. Has to hold up. Centering pass. Can't get through. Back up to the point. Cycling it. They're working this. They can't get the shot down. Canada's definitely looking to get one back. Line change now. Fresh legs. Keep the pressure on. Another stretch pass. Icing for the States. And Vince, how's it going? Yeah, at least we have some of the Canadian contingent here with us today. Yeah, great goal looking at the replay. And I mean, that's a bit of an X factor too for a gold medal game. You get Boldy just saying screw it, giving her all. It's all or nothing. Whatever's left in the tank, you use it. And decentering passes, it's congested. That one goes off skate. Fino Alafine for Canada. Is that because Fino Alafine doesn't work for Juventus? Dumping it down and going for the chase because the Americans are locking down the neutral zone now, clogging up the blue line, making it hard for Canada to break through. Marchand, doesn't break through. And what factor does Marchand play in today? Do we get a fight? Does Marchand do something dirty? Marchand, Kachuk, something between those guys. Who knows? There's a couple fighters on the team, on both teams. Oh, and a dribbling puck bouncing up into the chest of Binnington. There you go. There's another Stanley Cup winner, Binnington. That's years ago now with the Blues. He's from my hometown. It was actually nice when Primo's out. He's got to do the actual hockey thing. Yeah, so interesting. So my hometown, I don't know if anybody remembers the figure skater Elvis Stoico, but he's from my hometown. They named an arena after him, and they put, as you were coming into town, birthplaces of Elvis Stoico. It was up there for like 20 years, and finally, when Binnington got the cup, they changed the sign. Oh, and there's my brother. All right, I have it on good authority that it's a grade 2 MCL sprain for Sid. 4 to 6 week. That seems short, 4 to 6 weeks. Is that 4 to 6 weeks before he hits the ice again? Or until he's 100% game fit? Because, I don't know. Grade 2 MCL sprain. That, with today's sports doctors and whatnot, maybe they inject the stem cells into there, but 4 to 6 weeks. Good luck. Wow. Thanks for that update, though. Whatever your good authority may be. But I know you got some connections there. Oh, there's a bit of our TV timeout. Good first half of that period, though. Very high flying. Lots of excitement. Some huge hits, and of course, the goal. So sprains, though, were sometimes worse than a tear. The partial. But again, with modern sports medicine, I'm sure they have the magic sauce for that. And yeah, you're still pushing to play. I bet he had to have the doctor hold him down. I get that. You keep, oh, man, I would I would absolutely be pushing to play. And no, held up. Marchand can't get it through, but loose puck. McKinnon recovers it across ice, back to Marchand. Held up again. Marchand just sloppy there. Can't make it. Can't make anything of it. Anytime the puck was sent his way, he just kind of fumbled it up. And Canada have to start this back up, and bit shaky now with the passing. They gotta get this new line on, settle her down, and they can't even clear out cleanly. The US now that are bulldogging all over the place, making it congested, but a shot on there. Big rebound, still Canada. Celebrini again. Knocked down, and the puck is everywhere at the moment. Cycles around. Centering past, intercepted, and dumped down ice for an icing. And the US, I mean, I'm a little bit surprised they just went with the dump there, but they were a little bit rattled with Canada's top line, keeping them in deep. But with that icing call, pressure's back down in there. Same line. Adam, what did you have? Were you an MCL or an ACL that you tore? I want to say it was MCL. Or was it meniscus? I can't remember. It was decades ago now. So long ago. That was high school. I put my brother into fence skiing because I wiped out. ACL. Okay. That one's worse. Ooh, side of the net shot there. Canada's just whipping. I mean, I love it. I love that style. Just throw it at the net, make it happen. Of course, you do have to watch out for those rebounds. I know that was a point of contention there deep into the finish game there a couple days ago, but it did work out for Canada. It did get recovered. But those high angle shots can whip around the boards and pop back out. And the shots are 6-2 for Canada. Oh, Trocheck held up. The US is all over the blue line, but once Canada can get in, and there's the shot. So what's interesting right now, it looks like the way the US is setting up, they're keeping the high line up on the blue line to make the entry into the zone very difficult for Canada. And then they're keeping a guy down low, keeping the slot sort of open. That middle space is open right now, but by the time Canada kind of breaks into that space, it's kind of closed down by the defense, and it just turns into chaos. So they're just whipping pucks at the net right now. They're not the highest percentage, but with this chaos, I mean, it's a bit of give and take. You work with that chaos, you throw the pucks on, you get a lucky bounce, maybe something goes through, but you definitely gotta watch out for the counterattack by the States there with those loose pucks and the Canadian defenders. They got to do that back check. They're gonna have to have their legs ready tonight. We saw with that first goal, I mean, their legs were going, but Boldy somehow got a little step on him. So not surprised really that the Americans got their goal in that way. All the watch parties. I know the premier of Ontario opened up alcohol sales for 6 a.m. today. So the game was 8 a.m. Eastern. So 2 hours before the game start at 6 a.m. there was legal alcohol sales in the bars. Because in Canada, when hockey is going, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, you're all gonna be drunk. I'm sticking to the coffee for now. I still got stuff to do today. Got some sim racing to do this afternoon, so I don't necessarily want to do drinking and driving. I got to do real driving today, so I can't do that either. I'm starting indoor soccer tomorrow, guys. It's been a while, but I need to get back into shape. Speaking my own injuries, it's been years. I gotta stop making excuses. So I gotta go out to Sports Check and buy some shin pads because they don't have any. Who's messaging me? Oh, it's just Google Photos. Don't they know there's a hockey game on? Don't bother me. All right, Canada breaking into the zone. Celebrini, and that centering pass goes off skate. So Canada's number one line definitely have looked like the number one line. They have been the best one so far. But the matchup has worked out so far for the States. They've shut them down, and bit of a hook. It's not called. In gold medal game, I don't think you're gonna let, or you are gonna let those softer ones go for sure. Oh wow! Another huge chance for the States as Bennington's kind of caught out with a cross ice pass, empty net, nobody there to receive it, and immediately back into the U.S. zone. But no, America can't clear it. Oh, centering! Oh no! Oh man, what a bad pass by the States. Dumped it in front of their net. Rookie mistake, but cannot capitalize. The shot is sent wide. Second line out for Canada. Anything like this game, it just has that anything can go in sort of that feeling where so many loose pucks, the turnovers, the hits, the energy. It really could be like a 5-5 going to overtime kind of game, or it just kind of stagnates as nobody could get anything through. But usually a pretty tight game, regardless. Even high scoring, low scoring, either one of these teams are going to let things get away from each other. Oh, wow, and another save there for Binnington, a puck just sliding across the crease. And again, just kind of a bouncing puck. And here's another bouncing puck that Americans get at this time and break out. But this puck is moving. I don't know if it's the pace of the game, if it's the ice conditions. We know the ice conditions aren't great. They have been commented on throughout this Olympics. But to be perfectly honest, for when we're talking about the level, the quality level that is required at like the NHL. Oh, hold on here though. Oh, beautiful pass. Oh, and too many passes, it seems, and we didn't get the shot off. Lots of space, and Matthews will have to turn that one back the other way for the States as Canada looking to break back in. Up against the boards now. It's all over the place. Okay, McKinnon gets it. And from the points, another high snatch by Hellebuyck in the gloves. He is on fire so far in this first period, stopping everything Canada's thrown at him. High, low, from the sides, it don't matter. He is doing it. Another break here. 5 minutes left. Okay. Oh. Wow. It's just, I mean, I think what it is, and for those of you who are joining us who aren't necessarily regulars of this channel, we usually cover soccer, Italian soccer, calcio, if you will. I'm not used to this much excitement. It's actually quite refreshing. And that's not to say I don't want to say every single hockey game is always this high flying because it's not, but it feels, even though my team is losing right now, it just kind of feels good to watch such a high performance game. Because those of you who have been following us regularly here on the soccer side of things, it hasn't been on and off the pitch. It's been kind of ugly, right? So this is a nice, refreshing Sunday morning for us with a fresh pot of coffee. All right, let's how have our odds changed here? Minus 2,000 for the US, plus 900 for Canada. It's gone up? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's some of you guys know this stuff a little bit better than me. I'm not a big bettor here. This one's gone down from the same sports book. Betway has plus 400 for Canada, minus 588 for the States. So even though they're down, the game stat there, we get face off, and Canada wins it in the US zone. And the Eichel takes that pass away, and States quickly turn this one around. And behind the net now, centering it up, but he steals that one out, but Canada can't clear the zone. The truck gets in there. Easy save for Binnington. He chests it down. Gonna have a face off in the Canada zone. So 8-4 now on the shots. Starting to even out. No penalties yet. face-offs are 7-6 for Canada. So all things considered, it's been a good, evenly matched game for the most part. Matthews wins the draw. McAvoy puts that one in wide. Matthews in behind the net. Centering it, and that ball, that puck goes rim. And that's the problem calling multiple sports. I'm calling the puck a ball right now. I'll have those slips. Can't clear the zone again in the States. Oh, and another close one. Matthews can't get the stick down on that. It gets in between the skates. Bennington there again to cover up. Another face-off. Matthews line staying out. It's a good thing none of my Leafs jerseys are Matthews jerseys, though, eh? That would maybe make me a neutral. I don't know. We have 4 minutes left of this one. Okay, top line's going up. For Canada, that is. I haven't heard much from Marner yet today either. I'm trying to look him up in his stats and then see what's going on with them. He gets the overtime winner against the Finns, but being fairly quiet so far the first period. Second line in general has not. Well, Celebrini. Celebrini has been looking good. Has it now? Or he's top line. Sorry. My bad. Yeah, the top line has looked good though. Second line for Canada, a little quiet. Jammed up into the corner. And Canada comes out and does not get that low shot down. It's back in the corner. Late period antics. They're kind of just slowing the puck down, but now speeding it back up. The States come in. And there's a hooking call now. So Canada's going to the box. Look back at that. He definitely held him up there on the attack. So probably straightforward, but here's the replay. No, I take that back. No, I think for this style of game, that's a soft penalty. So deep in the first half, just under 3 minutes. So that's a good chunk of time on the power play for the States here to finish this one off. Chance to go up 2. 7 ply softness. Yeah. Yeah, pretty soft. And so that pass does not come off, and Canada gets to clear it down. States have had a lot of these opportunities today. I mean, mind you, the Canadians have as well, but the ones the Americans have resulted in a pretty open net for them to shoot at, and just nothing coming of it. Right, Canada's penalty kill at 73%. Not the greatest. It's their power play that you got to watch out for. They got a 1-3-1. Canada sitting deep, keeping the triangle down front of the top of the net. And jammed in. Oh, the puck is loose. And it's pushed out of the zone, rolling out across the center line. That clearance wasn't the greatest, but it does slow the States up, and they'd make the change. 25 seconds left, so decent kill so far for Canada, but more to go. Fresh legs out there for the States. Going cross ice. And that puck thrown in front of the net again. Doesn't come clean. Up to the point. Final seconds. And that's deflected away. Back to full strength. Final minute. Theodore out of the box. Steals the puck and gets it down the ice. It isn't icing, but takes the threat away at the very least. Didn't quite pull off the Mike Gartner play. Oh man. Yeah, it's just so many let-offs by the States. But the Canadians have done well just to tie up the offense coming in low on Binnington. Credit to the Canadian defense, at least take the chance, make it difficult. 48 seconds left, though. Having a bit of a conversation here. Marner's taking the draw. He loses it, and that's whistled back. Trocheck's getting a talking to here, so ref's not liking what he's doing. Set back up. And the States win it again. Shot on low. Matched up. Good save. This can be dangerous. One already went through the 5-hole. He was good there to close her down. So it's another offensive zone face-off for the States. 45 seconds. They win it again. And they start it down low. Grum now in the corner. 2 Canadians, 2 Americans with one of each waiting for the pop out. And it pops up north along the boards into the American zone, but they'll collect that easy enough. And with 20 seconds left, do they go for the final push here? And they're held up, and I think this is about it. Oh, and that clearance, sloppy. Oh, another huge shot from the point for the States, and this will finally do it. Canada falling asleep there at the final few seconds, giving away another chance for the Americans. And that will do the first period. 1-0 for the Americans. That, wow, fast. That was, it felt like a very fast, it was entertaining. It was a very good period overall, I think. Maybe try to put the right words on this, right? Because I don't want to say that it's a low skill game, right? But the puck has been bouncing around. What we're seeing isn't the typical what we see in a lot of the tournament where you have the Americans, the Canadians with their high skill kind of playing that lower skill, and they're able to keep that puck on the stick a lot longer and make it look prettier, if you will. You know what I'm saying, right? Because this is such a tight game, and honestly, the higher the level you go, it's the defense, right? A lot of it comes down to what the defense is doing and how difficult they're making it. And both defenses are making it extremely difficult at the moment. The puck is going everywhere. It is bobbling. It is going every which way. And yeah, I guess in one sense it's looks a little bit sloppy, but it's creating that excitement. It's creating that jeopardy. It's keeping the fans on the edge of their seats right now. And for a final, Quite honestly, that's what I wanna see because you see so often in these finals, and it doesn't matter what sport it is. You can literally take any sport. You go to the final elimination game, game 7, if you will, or like a one-off knockout like tonight, and so often it's a boring game, and they just lock it down. Nobody wants to make a mistake. But tonight, what we're seeing, at least so far in this first period, and maybe things will change as we go deeper in the game, but in this first period, we saw both teams going out there willing to make those mistakes, made a couple mistakes even, uh, and just putting it all on the line. And that's exactly what we want to see tonight. Putting it all on the line. Let's look at some of our stats here for the first period. So shots are all tied up now, 8-8. Shooting percentage, well, I mean 1 for 8 because only one of the goals went in. Goalkeeper and save 7-8. Obviously, the one penalty. Not a whole lot after that. I mean, it's the stats don't matter in this first half, other than the goal. Honestly, there's no point in spending too much time on that. Let's look at our lineups. We'll start with line one. I think on line one for Canada, it's so far and away being the best. The Kachucks, Eichel. Honestly, I think US line one has definitely been overshadowed by the Canadians so far. Line two, I think, goes the other way. Of course, with Boldy getting that goal, Matthews with the assist there. The Canadian number two line, just vacant. There are ghosts I have not seen. I haven't even heard Marner's name. I don't know if I've heard Stone's name. Suzuki, at least I've heard a couple times today. But the second line needs to step it up, and I think that's a lot of Canada's problem right now, is that as soon as the number one line comes off, they cannot follow that up and continue cranking down that pressure, and it gives the US that little bit more space and time to kinda come back and make something else happen, which, I mean, we did see with the goal. Was it a high percentage goal? No. I mean, it was beautiful. Boldy was able to just break, who was the number 1. Yeah, it was still the number 1 defensive line. It was Toews and McCarr he got through as well. So again, very, very good individual pass or individual effort, decent passing from Matthews as well. Just showing the American locker room, doing doing some funny stuff there in the locker room. Okay, third line. Probably fairly even. I think this is where things start getting evened up a little bit. Marchand hadn't looked good though. And he's one of your X factors. He is the player that you love when he's on your team and you absolutely despise when he's not on your team. I spend most of my hockey life hating Brad Marchand. But now that he's playing for Team Canada, I need to see more of him. He's been to the final dance so many times in his career. Florida, Boston, of course. I mean, he's just done it, and this is the type of game I need him to step the fuck up. Or just throw some punch, throw some shoulders. I need that X factor to happen for Marchand. Whether it's actual goal scoring, offensive playmaking, whatever it is, or just putting his body in the way and making something ridiculous happen. This third line with Marchand needs that X factor. Down to line 4. Trocheck, actually. Yeah, Trocheck's had a couple looks. But line 4, we haven't seen too much of. Yeah, I'd say the big, at least from what I've noticed, Trocheck is kind of being the outstanding player there on the fourth line. But I mean, overall, fourth line, third line, they're kind of canceling each other out. This is coming down to the first and second line, and who, or you know what? If the first, second line don't produce, and the third or fourth line get that little jump, that little magic coming out of nothing, right? That's what you want from your deeper lines. So what's gonna happen now? Coming to the second. It's a one goal game, quite honestly. I feel like both coaches are gonna tell their respective teams, keep on doing what you're doing. Canada just I mean, both teams honestly just need to get on the end of those pucks. This period, yeah, I mean, deserved 1-0 for the US, beautiful goal. They could have had they had so many chances, and Canada's had a good few decent looks as well. W Just yeah, back to the defense, and this is the problem, if you wanna call it a problem. It's not really because 'cause I'm a defender, I think it's great. I love watching the defenders getting in and just making it messy. So can you clean up that mess? Can you do your chores? Can you put your dirty laundry away? And the puck's gonna go in. That's it. Cleaning up the dirty laundry. Now Canada did lay off a little bit as that period went on. Their game plan was to try to get that go ahead goal. When it was the Americans, they decided to continue to go at it. And well, the Americans just kind of absorbed that pressure. No, knowing that okay, we absorbed this pressure. Canada's going to slow down a little bit, and they did. They stopped checking, and they were just that little bit slower. And then the Americans kind of dominated the second half there. So, how does the second period start now? I think more of the same because Canada's down one. They're going to have to come out flying for this one. Just absolutely flying. Try to get that equalizing goal, maybe even the go ahead goal. Ooh, okay, they're looking back here right as the whistle. Oh man, that would have been a too many man on the ice for the States, but they got away at the last second there. Okay, well, I think we're close to coming back here at the break. I'm gonna have to do this every period because I'm drinking. This is like half a liter of coffee in this cup. So I will leave you for about a minute as I fill up my coffee cup. Drain the old stuff and fill up the new stuff. Give me a minute. Sorry, guys. Righty. Sorry about that once again. Thanks for sticking around. And I realized that I forgot to give the Americans their game plan. I'll let you see my face. Take that away for a little second. Um, well, like I said, more of the same. But what is more of the same? That would be to make it difficult for the Canadians, to take away that speed and that puck handling skill, which I mean we've seen they've done it quite well so far. Just hold them up at the blue line, making it difficult for them to get into the zone. And if they do break into the zone, the puck is usually bobbling around, not sitting flat on the ice to make something of it. And then, of course, I as Canada being behind tries to open up that space, create something, they're open for that counterattack. So, just like they did, again, just more of the same. Whatever America was doing, I think their game plan is working well so far. And you got 40 more minutes of this, right? So they still need to get another goal. Canada will get another. They will get a goal. I what is let's see if there's even let's go to the odds. Bring this back up. See if there's anything about scoring here. Oh yeah, look at the odds of a one nothing. Plus 3,000, plus 4,000. This one's plus 4,400. It's not staying at 1-0 is essentially what it is. Yeah, there's gonna be goals. So fear not. This is gonna open up. This is a cool little app. Flashscore.ca. Of course, we usually use Bot Mob for football stuff, but SofaScore as well. SofaScore is another good one. That does all sorts of different sports. All of them, really. It even has F1, which I found kind of interesting. They have F1 stats in it as well. Okay, they're showing the replay. Actually, I failed to check this. Switzerland, Sweden, the gold medal women's curling match. Canada getting the bronze yesterday against the States. We watched that yesterday as we were watching the Juventus match because the Juventus match was pathetic. So we watched some women's curling. And the Swedes get it. There you go. It's Sweden, Switzerland, and then Canada for women's curling. And then yesterday afternoon, me and Primo were not watching it together, but we did both watch it, and we were chatting together. We're watching Canada, Great Britain, and the curling as well. So yeah, they did well to beat Great Britain, the number one ranked team. Unfortunately, all we hear now the next day with the men's curling team is the whole finger push that happened in the preliminaries there. And they did just show this medal ceremony with all the women. So that was good to see. Canadians taking a selfie with Sweden and Switzerland. So high spirits, even though they don't quite get their gold medal. All right. Let's get this second period going here. What do you guys say? I lost my game. Here we go. Bring this up. Any predictions from the crowd? How do we feel? Canada, like we've seen in the playoffs, those stats we saw early on, not great in the playoffs. They've trailed about half of the time in the playoffs. So they've trailed most of the game so far, but they won. That's the thing. And a team that can trail but still come back and get a win, that's something to watch out for the Americans. They cannot sit back on them. Because that's when it gets dangerous. And maybe that's a bit of the factor too, right? Where if the Americans do get a little bit comfortable just sitting in that lead and it gets deep into the game and they only have a 1-goal lead, they absolutely cannot sleep on that. They got commercials here with Sidney Crosby. It's unfortunate that he's not playing today. So he definitely, yeah. I mean, he's missed. I'm sure at least the locker room presence is there. It's just from a neutral perspective, you never want to see a hockey great like that just miss a game like this. It's just too huge of a game. But that's the unfortunate reality of it all. Does anybody else feel like this intermission is very long? Let's see. Yeah, it's been 16 minutes. 17 minutes now. Okay. Yeah. Still going. That is something I don't appreciate is the I'm very much it's gotta be on time, right? If you say your intermission is 15 minutes or 20 minutes, depending on whatever the sport is, like, that's what it is. It doesn't mean, "Oh, I'm gonna come out of the tunnel at that time and, like, do up my boots or my laces or whatever, and then I'll make my way there," and it ends up being, like, an extra 5 minutes. That I think the sporting regulations across the board need to crack down on that kinda thing. But here we go. We are at Canada's at the face-off circle. Zamboni driver needs to grab a smoke in his breath. He's got the whole bit. He's waiting. He's waiting for like 40 minutes to do it. No, and it's not, of course, not just hockey. We see this everywhere. Like NFL, NBA. Oh man, the NBA. Just don't get me started. Soccer, of course, lots of time wasting. But here we go. Second period's underway. Starts with Canada. Ooh, and that puck just skips all the way down the ice. Icing is called off. Ooh, bit of a slip there. Michael now with it. Gets a low one down, bobbled out. It's Canada's second line here to start. B4 says hello. Hello. I took myself off the stage for some reason. Sorry about that. But yeah, welcome in everyone. We are here for the second period. Thank you everyone for joining. Please do remember to like and subscribe. Follow us on all platforms. We are currently on YouTube, Twitch, X, and Kick. Unfortunately, not on Assist. Some of you guys know about Assist. It gives us the live scoreboard and replays, but they did not get the rights for the Olympics. But we are on Kick as well and Instagram. Instagram only allows you to stream for an hour for some reason, but we're there as well. You just got to go down to the description or bio wherever you're watching, and you get links to send you everywhere else essentially. As well, the barcode at the top is for our Discord where we can continue the conversation. Share some streams perhaps if you need a stream. And yeah, kind of just talk about everything. We have a channel dedicated to the NFL, F1, soccer, obviously, one of our main things there. So we are the Dive Sports. It is a sporting channel in general. Even though we kind of focus in on certain things, nothing is off the table. As we covered a little bit of curling yesterday, we even gone to a bit of cricket. I'm trying to learn cricket. I'm gonna have to hook up with Dal. The regulars know who Dal is. He's a Pakistani Englishman. So he definitely knows his English. But here, or English, his cricket. Get in, drop it off, and the shot. Ooh, dribbles just wide. Hellybuck gets enough. Good try though. Still Canada in their own zone, waiting for the change. Fresh legs out. Up to McDavid. He slides it in behind the net. Wilson gets there first. Now it's the US up the left side and wide shot. Goes out to the opposite point and back in behind the net. Canada is not winning these battles right now, or not chasing the pucks down. So maybe a little less edge so far, and that shot now goes wide and all the way back. Buck there slows it down. Americans are doing well to cycle the puck back forward into the Canadian zone, not wasting any time, just moving it, getting it back deep, keeping the pressure down. And that puck leaks out again. So still, both teams having troubles getting a good positive control, keeping the ice or the puck on the ice, so to speak, and have a nice clean play with it. It's still very, very much like the first period, where it's a bit of chaos. Canada push it up on the right side, and Jarvis. Oh, Hagel gets held up, tries to center it. Puck again. It's everywhere. Canada with it. Somebody's lost a stick there. Oh, McCarr just loses it on the blue line, but somehow retrieves it. They have to recycle this now. And here's Canada. Another go. Some space. Centering pass. Oh, no. Oh, just doesn't get it. None of these centering passes for either side. None of them are sitting. Jarvis again. Breaking out on the right. Going deep. Doesn't work out. The opening in front gives it up. And once again, the US are just coming back up the other way, but it is a line change, so Canada will collect. And they'll bit of a hold up, but they get it out. So end to end, with no finish for either team so far this period. It's coming though. I feel it. Don't know for who, but it's coming. And oh, just dribbles past again. I think that was tipped just off the pads. It is high flying, and I'm loving it. Another centering pass goes off the skate back into the corner. Ref's getting in the way. Oh, nobody there. He'll get a clean shot, but still Canada trying to work it. Bad clear. Canada keeps it in. Bit of space. Shots and good save again. Canada retrieve it. Down into the corner now. The US trying to chip it up. They don't get it through. Another shot. Another save. And the States will at least get it past the blue line here, but not much farther than that. Change again for Canada. Another shot doesn't get through. It is mostly Canada now. Boldy does. He does get it all the way down. Gets the change. But Marner flying up on the left flank now. Getting past a couple dudes. Uses his hand to keep it in. In behind the net now. States doing well, though. Keeping it physical. And Canada. Another one on net. Nothing having. And they just dump it down. US on the back heel, but a giveaway. Oh, guys, again, you can't be doing that. Both teams have made silly giveaways like that right in front of the net now. That's just showing the pressure. Oh, wow. Nice quick turnaround, pass in, and shot saved once again by Hellebuyck. But still Canada in the zone. To the point. Doesn't get through. Gets back to the point, though. Another stick on the ice. And, oh, man, cross ice. And Hellebuyck gets across. They got to dance around this ice. Oh, and the stick does get in the way, finally. It's in such a bad, like right in the middle, just inside the zone. Horrible spot for a stick. But Canada does get it back in. Stick still there. Still Canada, but they're forced out of the zone. Ooh, was that a trip? No arm. And the US finally get a little bit of the puck here. Oh, in front again. And Binnington kind of lays off and huge shot here. Walking into the zone. Binnington gets it again. And Canada's getting a little sloppy defensively now. Maybe trying to be a little bit too cute. A few nice shots though on net for Canada, and that man, how long was that play? That was like 2-3 minutes long. 13-11 now shots for Canada. And we do have an intermission. I'm just taking a breath now. I think that's what this intermission is more about, is taking a breath. Honestly, one of the best hockey games I've seen in a long time in terms of just pure excitement, pure just get out there and give her. Okay. So let's look at these lineups again. And he's been doing what? Celebrating again has been up there. So first line a little bit quiet. I want to say quiet, just haven't done much. Haven't been able to finish is what it is, you know? Like this top line it's just so high flying. But you would think celebrating McDavid, McKinnon, one of these guys is putting it in the back of the net. They have to. But to think that the American top line as well with the Kachucks and Eichel, when will they put one? When are they gonna show up to the dance? Okay. TV timeout is finishing up. Linesman, bit of a chat at the American bench. Looks like more Canadians. I see a lot more red in the stands there. So maybe more of a home game for Canada. I mean, there's the statistical home team. Jack Hughes gets it stripped. He tried to walk in, stretch pass. Marchand tripped up. No call there either. But that was a nice stretch pass. Another trip up, and I don't think there's going to be a call there for Canada either. So, other than that one soft penalty that was called, they are otherwise letting them play. US now down low and wide shots. Battling behind the net now. 3 Canadians there trying to recover. And it's finally sent forward. Icing waved off. Line changes, and the US will bring this one back up the ice. And there's another stickling, this time just inside the Canadian zone. Lots of broken sticks tonight. It's going to be an expensive evening. Oh, the puck almost did hit that broken stick as well. Not even the full stick, it looks like. It's like 2/3 of one. Oh, and there's, the other piece is right by the net. Unless, I think that's actually a second stick. There's a lot of broken stick on the ice. At this time in the Canadian zone, so it's the Americans that are disadvantaged with it. Looks like they cleared out the one by the net, which is good, because that's definitely a safety thing. No, there it is. Just up against the board. It's got moved around. Oh, breakaway! McDavid! Oh, it stopped. maybe one too many moves on it. Again, David, he's kind of overworked it this tournament at times, and they jump on this one. There's the penalty. Yeah, and that is the power play for Canada, and Suzuki getting a face wash there behind play. So, Hagel getting taken down as he's trying to break into the zone once again after that McDavid let off. Beautiful pass forward. He tried to 5-hole it. Oh, maybe a bit of a stick trick there took the edge off of it, perhaps. Perhaps. I mean, Buck is a massive piece of meat there between the pipes. Okay, so Canada with the best power play of the tournament gets their chance. But I mean, the best penalty kill as well. So who comes up ahead? They get that one just past the defenders. Waste a bit of time. Canada 7 for 16, 43% on the power play, which is huge. The car working through. That's two-man advantage. That's another holding call. Canada's going up 5-3 for a minute and 33 seconds. It is now or never for Canada to get on the board. And that extra bit of space, that burst of speed that Canada has, it just creates, again, that X factor that, holy shit, I lost my man. You put the stick out, you draw the penalty, and all of a sudden, huge disadvantage. Massive opportunity for the best power play to come and get something here. And I mean, yeah, man, the sticks are in the leg. Like it's clear cut, absolutely clear cut. It was not intentional. It's just one of those things. You're in the box, buddy. Let's go. So it looks like classic 4 attackers with 1 defender. The US win that and waste a few seconds with the dump. 100% penalty killing for the States. Let's finish that stat up. That's a little ridiculous. Canada settle into the zone. And they whip one, goes wide and all the way down. And that is the problem with those types of shots. Let's try it again. And the pass not clean. Canada has to do a little bit better here. 55 seconds with the 2-man. USA is being chanted by the crowd. David with it. Back and forth, looking for the lane. And nice shot. Good save again. And it's bounced out for US to dump it down. Quickly cycled back. David drops it back. Theodore with it. Back down to Celebrini. Theodore. McDavid. Theodore. Celebrini puts it on. Good save. They called the whistle, but that was a quick whistle because he did not control the puck and Canada could have continued on. But we got the face off in the zone. 8 seconds left, 5-on-3. Some decent shots there, but again, just cannot beat that giant, massive meat between the pipes. Let's see what the second power play unit can do. Well, they're adding a couple seconds back to the clock. One by Canada. And shoot it, shoot it. It doesn't go through. It's 5-on-4 now. Marchand. And it leaks past. 15 seconds left on the second penalty. And this perfect power play, or penalty kill, sorry, for the States continues to be perfect. Oh, icing. Jesus, that was a bad pass by Marner. A little bit desperate. And this is getting the Americans jumping here. This is a huge penalty kill for them. Oh man, Hellebuyck's just in the way on that one shot. He didn't even really save it; it just whipped off him. Just get in the way. That's all you got to do. McDavid's looking at the tape, though. He's trying to get a game plan to beat him. The live replay on the bench these days with the iPads. Technology's insane. 5-on-5 now. Canada enters the zone. And another shot goes high. Up into the glass. For the face-off. Canada's looked good. They have been threatening. But Hellebuyck has risen to the occasion thus far. Again, they just got to keep on doing this. A hot goalie, though, it can make or break the game. He can be that one man that wins the game. Hellebuyck so far. See the stats. Currently 17 shots saved. Halfway into the second period. That's a pretty decent amount so far. I would say it's slightly above average at this point. So yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well. He's just you got to throw a puck at him that he can't save. The one that bobbles, the one that deflects, the one that he can't see. And it's not that Canada doesn't know that. That is what they are trying to do. They are putting men in front of the net. They are getting the shots down low, up high, from the point, in the slot. Nothing, though. Nothing is working so far. The question is, though, in the USA, build the momentum after that double penalty kill. Because they cannot sit back at all. Remember, they came off that 6-2 win in Slovakia, and I mean, a couple of those goals, they were just cruising. They weren't even carried anymore, right? So, easy semifinal for the States. This is by far the hardest one yet for them. Hughes throws one at the net. And it's chipped down, and it's icing going back. Ooh! And there's a collision after the play here. This is why they do call the offside prematurely, because they're trying to avoid collisions like that. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was just Wilson just kind of loses the edge as he's battling with Boldy. Oh, good jump. He almost got skates across the head. Oh. Yeah, just a funny little collision there after the play. Nobody's hurt. Everyone comes away with it, thankfully. Bad clearance back into the slot. Canada needs to be careful. Eagle gets it forward. US recovered, though. Cycled back the other way. Got a couple line changes happening, though, so it's just kind of going back and forth in this open ice before the team settle her back. Like Canada's trying to get their first line back on. Both first lines going up against each other now. Getting the matchup going. Canada not clearing it very cleanly and stuck in their zone. Still stuck in the zone. And they dump it forward. They finally get it out of their zone, but no control. And the first line is stifled. They switch it up now. A good shift by the Americans, but they now ice it. Look at this celebrating 5 games played, 5 goals, 5 assists, 26 shots on target, +7. He has had a hell of a tournament. So has McDavid, McKinnon, that whole line, even though they were completely stifled there. You also took their first line out of it, but American second line has been doing better than the Canadian second line so far. So that's the matchup they're looking for. And that shot saved again gets through gets through everyone, honestly, right down the center. Center doesn't work. Canada try to work it to the top. Dumps it back in. And they can't get on the loose puck. Back to the point. Cross. Oh, wow. That was a let off again. Just missing the net. And it was open there on how the Bucks left. Centering pass doesn't work out again. And the US shove it forward. Line changes again. Let's do it once more. Stretch pass into the zone. Canada shot on and saved. Ooh. There's an American player that went down. I don't know. Did he just lose an edge? I think he's okay. Ooh, there's it's Connor McDavid. That was earlier. Bit of a slash, but nothing crazy on that play. So still 1-0 for the Americans with only 6 minutes left now of the second period. It's getting to that point now, if you're a Canadian fan, where it's like, okay, like, when's it gonna happen? We need this to happen. As an American, I imagine there's a bit of anxiousness as well in the fact that one goal ain't enough. It absolutely is not enough. And as a result, the game is still high flying, still exciting. I'm loving the pacing of this game. I think that's more so what it is. I do hate this is the problem with the sport in general. They're gonna have these TV timeouts like we have now. It's one thing I would argue against. But I get why they do it, and why they do it is to sell commercials. One and two, it does give the teams a bit of a rest. So technically, they should be able to play at a higher performance when they are playing because they are better rested. That being said, I just want to let them play. It's like if F1, whenever they want to show a commercial, they just like went into the pit lane for 5 minutes, sold some commercials, and then started racing again. I know it's a different sport, but kind of how I feel about that. All right, back to the game now. On by Canada in the U.S. zone. And from the point, gloved again. Take the face off on the other side now in the U.S. zone. Nice point shot. It might have even been going wide, but Horvat there in the way. Good glove. I mean, good glove by the Buck. Both goalkeepers, eh? That multi-syllabic names. Not making it easy for the commentators today, but at least they're not crazy. Oh, celebrating, can't get her. And loose puck is dumped forward. Yeah, at least I don't have to say any Turkish names today. That is my Achilles heel. Wednesday, though, is going to be a different situation for me. As Juve playing Galatasaray in the Champions League round of 32. Puck's a bit of ping pong up and down the ice at the moment. US collected in their zone and look to work it up. Larkin entering the zone, going in deep, and he's held up. Offensively, this period, US has kind of been shut down. At least for this later part of the period so far. It has been mostly Canada. On that puck leaks out, and Canada has to regroup. Nice stretch pass to the blue line. Canada cleanly entered, centered. Puck's loose all over the place. Goes to the point. Cycling it around. McDavid. Hayes. And McDavid going back and forth with it. Oh, McDavid switches the side. Goes onto the left. All the way around. Pass. What another save. Buck gets it into the shoulder end. Oh, what's happening here? The US is jumping all over. Marner and who else is in there? It's Makar. Yeah, Makar. Yeah, number 8. Makar is down there. I think Matthews, definitely an American, kind of jumped initially. There's Kachuk with his helmet off. I don't believe we're seeing any penalties on this play, though. Let's look at it again. No, this is the Celebrini shot. I want to see the hit. Show me the hit. But looking at all the chances here for Canada on the replay, and Buck's just all over it today. Quite frankly, if the US win the game the way this is going right now, it's all on the goaltending. They got their one-off goal, and man, this whole second period, even the first period, all goalkeeping. 24 shots now, 24-15. Yeah, the US haven't even had a shot on net for quite a few minutes. Not much left now, though, in the second. Facing by the States. Okay, another little break in the play here as we go back to the end of the ice. 2 minutes 50 left of this. So face off to the right side. US zone. Horvat in the circle with Eichel. And the States come away with it. Held up, though, in the offensive zone, and Canada brings it back around, but it was a 3-on-1, and he can't find the space. Horvat turned around. Line change here. Top line on for Canada. US can't clear yet. And there it is. Canada dump it back in, chase it in behind the net, cycles back, and will be iced for the face-off back into the US zone. 151. Yeah, Eichel just takes Horvat out, cuts him off. Good attempt, but there's not going to be a lot of space there, of course. Canada trying to stretch the play out in that case, and that's it! Cale Makar puts it in. 1-1 deep into the second, and we got the fucking game. Yeah! Here we go. Here we go. And it was always going to be just like that at any moment. And this is it, off the face-off. They battle on the wings, but it leaks out to the point. And cross ice to Makar, who is uncontested on that wing and just gets it over the right shoulder of Hellebuyck into the back, in the net. It's 1-1. And the US have been sitting back for far too long now, and this is exactly where Canada want to have the game. As they're coming back at it, they dump it in. I think that one goes offside, though, so the face-off will be outside of the zone. Pass by Taze, so that was tape to tape across the blue line. Defensive effort, and I love that. I love when you get the production from the defense. Hellebuyck's been saving those shots all day, too. I did not think it was going to be a nice, clean one like that, but, I mean, Makar slotted it perfectly. I mean, what else is there to say? Like, Hellebuyck's a huge guy, but he went down. Puck went up. We got a minute and a half now. Canada dumping it in. Throwing it forward, doesn't make it. So Canada's looking for the go-ahead now, and why not? But it's Larkin now, coming out for America, and they're going deep into the zone. They haven't produced anything for minutes upon minutes now. And that pass is errant, goes back into the American zone. Time to regroup, get a line change in there for the final minute. Back in the Canadian zone. They collect. McKinnon holds it up on the right wing. Cycles it back forward, puts it on net, and it dribbles out wide. Eichel bringing it back for the Americans now. Entering the zone, and big rebound. Empty net, but the puck is going into the corner. Nobody can get on it there, but it's still the US. Keeps it into the zone. Tied up on the blue line. The battles are going everywhere. The final few seconds. Big bounce off the board in front of the net. And again, Binnington leaving some open space, but puck is going all over the place. Nobody can control. And it's offside in the final seconds for Canada as they try to turn around for a final attack. But this face-off just outside the zone, it looks like this might just be the end of it. And did that shot go off all the posts? It did. It went off left post crossbar and I think bounced out. Wow. I did not even hear the ding because the crowd was that loud in the stadium, in the arena. And that doesn't count as a shot on net, of course. So that Doesn't even help the stat line. And there's a fight. It's the end of the second, and we got the fight. Tempers. Here we go. McAvoy's getting tossed around there. And a couple of Dowdy, and I didn't see who the American were, but they were kind of hugging it out there at the end. But what an end to the second period now. 1-1. A little bit of a tussle. And beautiful. There's Mark Messier. Nice to see him. Cole Harbor, where they? I used to live close to Cole Harbor. I want to figure out where they're watching it. It's not a big town. So Cole Harbor, Nova Scotia, that is where both Sidney Crosby and Nathan MacKinnon are from. That is just outside of Halifax, or so Dartmouth. Little geography lesson, I guess, quickly. You got the Bedford Basin on the west side is Halifax, on the east side is Dartmouth, and as you just come outside of Dartmouth, you roll into Cole Harbor. And I used to live just on the other side of Cole Harbor as you further east as you go down the coastline. So, anyways, that's why I was interested in that. Funny though, especially since Sidney Crosby's pretty close to my age. Everyone that I talk to that's around my age, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I played hockey with Sidney Crosby." And then the guys that are a few years younger, they're like, "Oh yeah, I played hockey with Nathan MacKinnon." It's like, no, you didn't. You were at the arena at the same time his team was playing, and you probably shared a locker room at one point when you were 8. but everyone, that's how much of a celebrity these two guys are out in Cole Harbor. Everyone wants a piece of them, right? Okay. Some stats. 27 shots on goal to 16. That's a lot through 2. That's a healthy amount of shots now for Hellbuck. Shooting percentage 3.7 to 6.25. Saves 15 to 26. Percentage 93 to 7.75 to 96.3. Edge is going here to Hellbuck, obviously, with the amount of shots that he's seen today. Penalties 1 to 2. And I mean, that should be mentioned absolutely for the Americans. The fact that there was 1 minute and 33 seconds of 5-on-3 hockey for the Canadians. And the Americans kept their 100% penalty kill. That was absolutely huge for them. However, what could have been a turning point for the Americans, because what you typically have after you have an amazing power kill or penalty kill like that, and the crowd was absolutely going nuts over it, you need to feed off of that energy. The Americans did not. They never got back on that horse. It seemed like they were always on the back foot for the rest of that period. And it was all Canada. And they're a little bit lucky that it was only 1 goal that Canada managed to get. Like, Hellbuck's been absolutely amazing this game so far. 26 for 27. After 2, that's pretty good. So now, the third period. It's 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes to determine it. You might as well call this a 0-0 game. It's all cleaned up. US takes the first. Canada takes the second. What's the mentality in the locker room right now? Canada maybe a slight edge as they get that deep goal in the second. They have dominated for the most part of that second period. They should absolutely have that mental edge going in. I think that's what it's going to come down to. There is so much experience and veterancy between these two teams, as we talked about earlier. I mean, I would actually like to know what that stat line is. How many Stanley Cups are there on the ice in the current moment, right? Like between these two teams. But I mean, even then, McDavid, he hasn't had a cup, but he's how many finals? He's been to at least 2 finals, maybe 3? 2 for sure. Um, I mean, just experience, so much experience on the ice. Who again, the X factor. This is an X factor game. Sidney Crosby isn't there. Who's stepping up? Because yes, Nathan McCart, beautiful goal, absolutely. But this one's gonna go deep. This one might even go to overtime. Does Marner get it? Does Celebrini get it? Or is it Eichel? Do the Kachucks come up and do something huge, you know? Oh, man. Oh, I like this one's funny. I'm getting called homie. Is it like 1996? I guess I am wearing the 90s jersey, so yeah, call me homie. All the kick trash. Okay, so I do feel a little bit better. I always like to do this mental assessment, not only of the players, but of me and how we feel as the fans, right? So again, I think similar to how Canada should be feeling, I think, that late goal, I'm feeling a lot better now. I feel like I have the momentum as a Canadian fan. But how do you guys feel? Are we nervous? Do we feel comfortable? Canada, again, the favorites, not by a whole lot, mind you, but Canada were the favorites coming into this one. Are they still the favorites after this? Do do either team change things up? Because so far, they haven't held back, especially Canada. The US, I don't know if they really held back in the second period so much, more so than Canada was just absolutely on it. You know, and we saw there's that late post there that could have went in, could have been a 2-1 game for the US. Do they find the next gear? And that's really what I'm interested in. It's 20 minutes. Canada has been in 6th gear, top speed, for a good majority of this game, whereas was the US is kinda been shifting 3rd, 4th, maybe up to 5th. Do they find that 6th gear? Because if they do now, I think I actually want them to. I think it'll be amazing. I think there'll be so much open ice. There'll be lots of hitting. We already have the chaos. So let's go. Let's continue with that chaos. I mean, just let the best man win. If the teams get scared now, because let's be honest, if they make a mistake now, it's the 3rd period, 1-1. It could. The way things have gone, it could be the game-winning goal. This could end up at 2-1. It very could. It could. I mean, that we could get 5 goals each this period as well. Who plays it safe? Who takes the chances? Who gets the chance? And I just can't call it. I think this game is honestly that close, and I always thought it was gonna be that close. Is Canada on paper the better team, the higher skill team, the faster team? Sure. But the Americans have that level of grittiness to them. You know, just those that little edge, right? In either factor. So who wins out? Because we saw Canada come out early in the first with the hits, trying to set that example, saying that we are gonna come out and play this one tough. They have gone down in the corner and they have won those 50-50s. So I think they've mitigated the grit advantage a little bit that the Americans have. And with their slight skill advantage, Again, I think Canada has that slight edge coming into the third, especially with that momentum. But anything, absolutely anything can happen. You get those funny bounces, and America definitely needs to capitalize coming to the third and put more pucks forward. Canada's done it. America has to just follow up suit. Time to go all in. What I don't want to see is them lock it up at 1-1 and force the overtime. We'll see what happens. That being said, it is the intermission. I have finished another half a liter of coffee. So I need to reset myself for the third. So sorry again for this quick break, but I will be back in about a minute. All right, and I'm back. Only a half cup of coffee for this third. That's no good. See if I can I'll hold in there. I'm zinging right now. I'm good. Showing Cole Harbor again. St. Louis. They're at St. Louis. Yeah, they're at St. Louis. That's where I used to go to watch the hockey games. I would work until 10, 11 o'clock. I'll go for some wings late night. It's Atlantic time zone, so an hour ahead. A lot of the late games, especially the playoffs. There's all the West Coast games. Just hit the highway after work. Quick little 5-minute drive to St. Louis, and hockey games were always on. So I'm pretty sure that's where the watch party is today. Oh, they're re-showing the goals here. Oh, they're showing, yeah, this man. How he almost got cut up by the skates there. That icing collision. That was a close one. McCarr as well. That's very true. He got the goal, but he also was the one that drew that second penalty. He might be the player of the game so far. What do you guys think? He's being interviewed right now. And he doesn't even look super sweaty. He doesn't look super tired. It looks like he's got a lot left in him. Oh, that's not McCarr. That's Doughty. Sorry. I just saw the 8. It's 89. That's Drew Doughty. But regardless, Drew Doughty looks like he's good to go. Talking about the third line defense pairing. Probably why he looks so calm, because he's the third line. Showing the Calgary. Been to a few bars in Calgary too. Don't recognize that one though. Calgary is a great city to drink at. Just I don't know. At least every time I end up in Calgary, I always end up extremely drunk for whatever reason. Fun city to go to. Yeah, I don't know if I've been to a trip to Calgary where I haven't gotten completely wasted. Fun city. And I do have my actually one of my best jerseys, the Calgary Flames there, signed by Jerome Iginla and 11 other players. So that's a special jersey for me. The Edmonton one, that's Connor McDavid's rookie season. I was close to getting that one signed. It didn't work out. I had a couple behind the scenes moments with both Edmonton and Calgary. Let's just say Calgary is a lot more open to getting, well, having interaction with their players and getting signatures and stuff. Even though Edmonton is by far the better team these days, absolutely. And then the Toronto Maple Leafs jersey back there, my parents got for me for Christmas one year because I loved Ty Domi back in the 90s. So they managed to get me a signed jersey. So those are my three special ones, anyways. I don't wear the special ones. I only wear the ones that I can get a coffee stain on and won't lose my shit over. I should. I've been thinking about redecorating the studio as well. It was all just like soccer and F1. Obviously, my side table here is for F1. But I need to get more hockey. Just need to get a bit more of everything, you know? All right, now, so let's prepare for this third, again, I feel, extended intermission. I think a big factor that Canada needs to watch out for is they are very, very quick to want to make that breakout pass, that long stretch pass to release a guy, to release a winger sitting on the offensive blue line. But as a result, they've put a few pucks dangerously in front of the net. At this point, you cannot do that. And now that it's tied up and you don't need a comeback goal, you need to delete that play out of the repertoire. That cannot happen. All right, we get a look at Connor McDavid here as the men join the ice, set up for the face-off. Like that, Wilson Kachuk, they are already tied up their sticks. They're ready to battle. And there is the face-off. Here we go. Gets stumped into the Canadian zone. The last 20 minutes of hockey here at the Santa Giulia Arena for the 2026 Milano Olympics. Let's see what kind of spectacle it produces. Canada steals it in the zone. Early gets it on the opposite blue line, keeps it in. David battling behind the net now. Centers it, but off the pads. In the opposite corner now. Leaks up forward, and the States fire it down the ice for another icing. And we've seen this a few times by the Americans now, where they get pinned down in their zone and they just dump it for an icing, and they're struggling in that sense to break out of their own zone. Americans win the face-off, dumped forward again for another icing. I'm not quite sure why this is a thing right now for the US. maybe just trying to take momentum early off for the Canadians, but the Canadians win this faceoff. A chipped forward, funny puck into the corner. Canada gets it out to the point. Taze puts it on side net now, but it goes back out to Taze. Canada gets some good control here in the zone. Marner walking forward. It was right there. It was right there. Oh my God, I thought that was in. Holy, that was it. And an offside play. How did that not? Oh, I was in celebration mode. Oh my Lord, Hellebuck gets the stick down on it. Oh my Lord. I kid you not. Like, Hellebuck is the only reason right now that the US are in this game. He's got to be the man of the match so far. Makar for Canada, but most definitely Hellebuck. Well, and that's not even 2 minutes into the third now, so good excitement to start off this third period. Keep this one going. Oh, man. Heart's still pumping. Doughty dumps her in. Marchand doesn't win it in the corner. Bennett holds it up, though, but US finally come out. Hughes trying to work it in, work behind the net, though. And yeah, and there's a good little dump forward for Canada for the line change, and soft enough not to get the icing call. But it is the States now with the puck breaking the zone. Oh, funny bounce. Binnington gets it, but it's a quick break now for Canada. And out to the point. So we're in a deep, the third line now for Canada. Puck bouncing around. Still Canada in the US zone. From the points, a little bit of a deflection goes wide down to the corner again. This is the fourth line actually for Canada on right now, and they change it out. So good fourth line, resulting in an icing call. So that's perfect fourth line action by the Canadians, keeping it in the US zone the whole time, forcing the icing. So now Canada can put fresh men on. Imagine top line. Let's see. Top line on the ice. Hidden doesn't win it cleanly, and the States gets it up. Canada breaks the zone. Shot on, big rebound, bounces out though. Celebrate, grab it. But Canada on the front foot at the moment, but failed to clear there. Oh, but they can't hold the line. The States now, and they have to regroup. And a little sloppy in the neutral zone at the moment, but the US Hughes again going in deep, but oh no, and the clearance not working. The US, what did I say? They got to watch out for those sloppy ones. But here's a break. Celebrity all alone. Oh, and it's saved by Hellebuck. Oh man, again, he is there to shut her down. And Suzuki with it. Gets it deep. All Canada once again in this third period so far. The crowd is losing it. The crowd wants it. It's Canada. It's USA. You can't tell the difference. And good break into the zone again. Oh, Parayko puts it well wide, goes up to the point again. Third line on for Canada. Shot on. And the deep lines for Canada, line 4 and 3. Keeping it in the U.S. zone, keeping the pressure on, letting the big boys get their rest so they can hopefully come on and smash one in the back of the net. Here's the replay for Celebrini. It just, yeah. Again, they're trying to go low. But these big keepers, obviously, it takes them longer to get down. So he tried to sneak it underneath the pad. It just did not work. I mean, Hellybuck's just on her today. And he must know that they're going low on him too, right? So he's playing it lower. He's going down a bit quicker, which, I mean, bit him on that one goal because he did go down quick and puck went in over the shoulder. There was a bit of give and take there. But one-on-one like that, he read the play. And he came out on top, keeping the U.S. in this one. Again, the deep lines for Canada here. Oh, loose puck in front. Can't get it through. Again, the deep lines for Canada doing a lot of work, winning it back here again in the zone. They're going to go for a change, though. And I love this. Line 3, line 4, doing the work. Now we got the top line up for Canada. Top line on for the States as well. Jack up behind the net, tries to center. There's a block there. And there's a fan on the pass. And Canada, bad pass. He got spinned around, makes an errant pass now in the U.S. Trying to pressure her down. Shot to the side of the net, doesn't make it through. Wilson gets it into the American zone there. Not very cleanly, but forcing it through. Oh, and steals it back on the blue line. Nice work. Blue collar work right there. Canada is all over the puck. Cross ice, shot on, doesn't get through. A follow-up, and that goes high. Theodore can't find the back of the net either. Everyone was celebrating on that one early. Wayne Gretzky there getting out of his seat. Ooh-wee! I swear, like, this game is keeping things going for me today. This is exciting. Still no clear or clarity of who's going to come up ahead here. Like, it is all Canada. You would expect it to be Canada at this point in time of this game. But all it takes, just like US's first like a little stretch pass, catching the defense, little flat-footed, breakaway, like anything could happen. It's way too tight to call for sure. But Canada still with the momentum as it stands. Ooh, final 14 now. Or more. Who knows? We could go for a long one this Sunday morning. The X Factor. Still. Still the point of contention here. Who is gonna be? And I would argue now, yeah, that Hellybuck right now is the X Factor. Who's it gonna be for Canada? He's been beaten once. He is not invincible. Celebrini looking at the tape too on that. I'm assuming his breakaway chance there. I'm wondering what the hell he did. He shook his head a little bit. Face off taken and will be brought back now. 13 minutes. USA wins it. Keep it deep in their zone for the moment. Switch it up to the other side of the ice and bring it around back behind the net. Canada wins it out, though, and just outside of their zone. And yeah, they have to slow down the play and hold up. Dumped into the American zone now, but they come back away with it. Lines change. Got to keep her fresh now as the legs get tired. Being a high-flying game. They did get the day of rest. Technically, US had a few hours less rest, if that counts for anything. But that's the advantage of being seated higher in the tournament. Canada gets that slight advantage playing the earlier game in the semifinals. Nelson breaking the American line, or the Canadian blue line now as the Americans get it deep. Hughes now trying to work it, and he keeps it in, but now it dribbles back out of the line. Bagel comes forward, can't find space. He gets it deep himself, and this is locking down now for both teams. They can't find the clear ice to get the shots off. Lots of line changes as well, causing a bit of the chaos coming through the neutral zone. But top line on coming for Canada. And they lose that one. They have to bring it all the way back. Binnington lays it off. Nice pass forward. McDavid. Across. Oh, the puck's bouncing. Oh, he hit the side of the net. No. Nothing but open net on the side. And they can't find the net. My lord. My lord, McKinnon is sitting on the doorstep. The wind blowing through. Oh, and a big open net now for the Americans. They can't find it. Still with the Americans. From the point, goes off the pads. Celebrating knockdown. It's starting to get physical once more. Puck pushed forward, line chains, and the top lines are just locking horns, and they can't find it. Neither one can find it. Front door is left open. The back door is left open. The side door has been left open, and nobody has found a way through. Reinhardt on the ice now. Throwing everyone at the game right now. Speaking of Stanley Cups. Canada still in their own zone, trying to work it forward. And they get held up as well. Another line change. Still coming in quick. Binnington has to backhand it. Lavin hands it down, though, in the neutral zone, pushes it back through. US trying to lock in some pressure down to the Canadian zone. Was that a high stick? But it's the advantage going to the US either way. And it breaks the zone. 2-on-2. Suzuki can't get the pass clean. Zone across, but can't get the pass to Parayko. Too many man. That's a too many man on the ice call. And they're not calling it. They're not fucking calling it. How is that not called? Multiple times this tournament, how is that not called? It was clear and obvious. Too many man on the ice. The refs are right there. And is it in? Is it in? Fuck, it's loose. It's getting thrown forward. It's everywhere. It's not in. I'm spitting on my screen now. Oh my lord. What is going on? And how do the refs not call that clear and obvious? Too many men. Like, just extremely obvious. That happened as well with Chechia. Bennett lays it off. McKinnon can't find it. 7.5 from the point. Nelly Buck closes it down. How do you not call that? And they're gonna show it. Obviously, they're gonna show it and count it. Oh, McKinnon right at the side post on that open net. My lord. Don't give me a commercial. Show me the fucking frustrating. That is super frustrating. That multiple times. Like, how many times in one tournament are there clear and obvious too many men calls? Oh man. My stream just got fuzzy too. I wonder. Hopefully it's coming in clear for you. Is everyone tuning in now? They all just finally woke up and coming in for the final few minutes? All the casuals starting to roll in now. Insane. Absolutely insane, though, this game. Still locked up at 8 minutes less than left. And it's looking more and more like it's going to overtime. It shouldn't. Honestly, it shouldn't be going to overtime. I don't know how these pucks are staying out of the net. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are seven guys, not including the goalie. 8. Oh my lord. there's 7, 8 guys on the ice. Wow. It's just a super bad and egregious call. Or non-call is what it was. Shots are 39-21 now. US now in the Canadian zone. Jack Hughes. Nope. Okay, guys, work this out cleanly. McKinnon with the spinorama. He gets the shot on somehow. He's taken down, and a Canada penalty? I don't know. I don't know if that was a dirty hit by any means. And Wilson finally touches the puck, and here we go for the first American power play. 6:34 left. And he's bleeding on it, so it's going to be a 4-minute. Let's look, because I don't know. Yeah, it's 4 minutes. So McKinnon puts the puck forward. Oh. Okay. I see what happened now. And yeah, I mean, I thought there was like a bad check or something. It's high sticking. His stick came up. It was not intentional. He lost his edge and fallen down. It just is what it is. quite honestly. And this is wow, with 6:34 left and double minor. Celine Dion's there. Oh man. And then, and this is a massive talking point now because a couple minutes previous, that egregious non-call on the too many men. And will this now be the headlines? You never want the officiating to be the headlines on a game like this, or ever, to be quite honest. And too often these days, they are. U.S. organizing, breaking through the neutral zone now. Have it down low. And the U.S. just trying to get that stability, that formation going for their power play. And they do keep it in. Jack Hughes on the line. Matthews down low, trying to find the outlet. Brings it back up to Hughes. Cycle it around. Oh, and another loose puck with an open net. They can't get it. And Canada, stay alive with it. Marner wastes a bit of time. They're keeping it right now. Canada is. And a bit of a short-handed attack, maybe. Oh, Stone just wastes a few more minutes or seconds, sorry. And there's 2:22 in the penalty. For sure, you want to kill the first 2 minutes here. The chant for USA is going now as they hold it in the Canadian zone. And can't get it through. 2 minutes left of the penalty. That puck can't find the space. But the U.S. keep it in the zone. Canada does get it cleared. Bobbles byword and ski. But Jack Hughes trying to step in. And is that not a tripping at all? I mean, that was incidental. He didn't mean it. And the fans are booing it. So potential miscall. That is a penalty. And the arm is up. But Canada are on a break now. It's delayed. They're going to try to kill as much time here. Yeah, they're just holding it. They're killing the penalty right now. Beautiful, beautiful for Canada. Very smart. Goalie has, and that was a bad pass. And there finally is the whistle. So 49 seconds left on that power play. And Jack Hughes goes to the sin bin. Yeah, and that's a high sticking as well. Same idea. And it's clear that the ice along the edges of this rink is rough because it's the exact same thing. Jack Hughes is falling down and his stick just comes up into the face. He's lucky though not to draw the blood in his situation. Yeah, I mean, disadvantage for both teams, really. We get a bit of 4-on-4 now. Dying minutes. Open space for both teams. What do we get? 49 seconds, 4-on-4. So Suzuki and Marner line going up. Defensively sound as offensive players. It's probably the right call here for Canada to have something a little more defensively minded until we go clean on the power play and put on the top line. 3:15 left, 40 left on the 4-on-4. And shot on, goes wide, and the States come back into the neutral zone to reset on this 4-on-4. Drop pass and given away. It's McDavid on the break. Cuts back. No clear space there. Line change happening. But Celebrini puts it wide. Few seconds left here. Celebrini again, cross ice, and it's cut out. And it is the power play for 1 minute and 10 seconds. 2:25 left of the period. McDavid comes into the zone. Around the net now. McKinnon holding on. And cross. Oh, doesn't go through to the line. Held in. Makar holds off the shots. McKinnon. Oh, doesn't get through the pass. It's still in the zone for Canada. Makar with it. McKinnon gets through, but not through all the way. It's dribbled wide. Tapped in still. It's all Makar there on that blue line. Good work by him defensively to keep it in the zone. And the shot goes wide. And they get to clear it for the final few seconds here. There's 1 minute 20 left in the game, and it's 5-on-5. 41-26 shots in favor of Canada right now. Ooh. It's going to overtime. Oh, my Lord. And it was another quick period, 2 high flying, but no score, no goals to celebrate either way. Canada pushes it back up. There is still time. And either team really makes something of it now. Neutral zone is sloppy. I mean, are you the hero or are you the zero? It's Canada breaking the zone. Hayes with it. 20 seconds. Oh, can't keep it in. This is it. Fire down to the corner. And no white. Okay. And this is it. This is it. Sudden death overtime. It's happening. Oh my Lord, it's happening. Wow. Okay. Let's take a breath again on this one. Was not, I don't know. Was I prepared? Nobody's ever prepared for this. How do we feel? Are we anxious again? So, just to make it clear, and I have confirmed just to make sure I'm not bullshitting you here. Overtime in the gold medal game. 20-minute 3-on-3 sudden death. The way this game has been going, if we don't get something within 20 minutes of 3-on-3 with these two teams, I don't know. I do not know. Also to know, no shootout. If there is no goal again, I can't fathom on 3 going deep. So this is a difference with the NHL that in the playoffs, at least, like if it's a final, let's say, playoffs or Olympic final, whatever, the stature of game, it would be 5-on-5, 20-minute period, sudden death. However, no, it's 3-on-3. And a lot of that has to do with the Olympic scheduling. They need the games to finish sooner than later, if possible. Mullet Music, welcome to the channel. I haven't seen you before, but you're saying I'm so stressed right now. Who's your team, Mullet Music? Are you stressed for the Canadians or are you stressed for the Americans? Now, what's also interesting with this particular, I guess, Olympic hockey is typically international ice is larger than NHL ice, but this Santa Julia arena is slightly smaller than NHL ice. So it's been a lot more congested. And you can see, I mean, everyone on Team Canada and Team USA are NHL players. Not so much for the other teams, more so than others like Finland, Sweden, sure, but like your Slovakias and your Czechias, Germany, France, Italy, especially. A lot of them are used to playing on the larger ice. You can see that being a bit of a factor with this congested ice here in Santa Julia. It's, I mean, it's been sloppy down front. There has not been space. But now 3-on-3. Oh, is it going to open it up huge? Is it ever going to open it up? So I think maybe this is what the game has been missing, is that open ice. You get guys like Eichel out there, McDavid, McKinnon, Larkin, Jack Hughes. Who else do we have? I mean, the Kachucks. McAvoy can put them in from the point even. Matthews. I haven't seen much of Matthews since that assist. Suzuki. Bennett. Marchand. I've been waiting for that Marchand X factor, you know? There's so many players, depending how the teams are going to line up. There's 3-on-3s. There are so many players here. My lord, who was it going to be? Who was going to be the hero? All right. You know what time it is if you've been here with the stream. I just finished my other coffee. It is intermission. I'm going to take my quick 1-minute break. And I'll be right back. And I'm back and I'm ready for this. And unfortunately, this is a full intermission as well. I didn't even give you, I didn't, how rude of me. I just walked away and I didn't even give you a little bit of anything to look at here. Oh, yeah, the stress for sure. Oh, my microphone boom is stressed out too. I was vacating my face. Just lock you back down. There we Oh, she got loosened up somehow. Yeah, mullet music. You still haven't told me. Stressed. Stressed for who? And man, what is this gold blazer this chick is wearing on the panel? If you're watching the CBC feed, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, I'm out of coffee as well. Probably a good thing. I do not need any more caffeine. I need downers. This is why you're supposed to be drinking, right? To like settle you down. It's just, man, I can't morning drink. That's too much. Way too much for me to handle. Okay. Who wins this one? Should I have to. I will. I will make a prediction. And here's what it's gonna be. Call me biased, I don't care. Canada were the favorites coming in. But with this open ice, that edge that America had in just congesting the space, in blocking up the blue line, and those outlets coming in deep, that's that's gone now. 3 on 3. That little bit of extra grinta, I mean, it helps, but there's just too much space. It's in these situations where the high speed, high skill really comes into play and really shines. And in that factor, Canada has that edge. I mean, they just do. Now, does that say it's a shoo-in for Canada? Absolutely not. If it was a shoo-in, this game would be over. But on the 3 on 3 situation, I think it is advantage Canada. That make it a 2-1 game total, Canada, obviously. Not what I thought we were going to get today, which is actually quite interesting, right? So in these final games, you tend to see oftentimes a low scoring endeavor. And that's because the teams have been playing it completely safe, right? Nobody wants to make the mistake. But today, that is not the case. It's just the pucks did not go in the back of the net, other than those two instances. So it's kind of unique, really, today's game. It really is. It is a classic. This is an absolute classic as it stands. Like no matter what at this point, it is. I mean, it went to overtime. Of course, it's going to be a classic at this point. It's it's what will the headline say tomorrow morning? So I'm going to do a prediction on the goal as well. And guys, feel free to throw in your comments, your predictions. Agree or disagree with me, however you feel. Challenge my biases, absolutely. But I mean, it kind does it have to be Connor McDavid stepping up into the captain role for the injured Sidney Crosby? Or does Nathan McKinnon representing Cole Harbour take that crown from Sidney Crosby? The Cole Harbour home I mean, the both Cole Harbour homeboys, but with Sidney out. Or is it just like a McKinnon to McDavid? Do the Macs do it? Does the Mick and the Mac do it? I mean, that line Celebrini, it's gonna be 3 on 3, so, obviously, you're not gonna see all 3 of them at or will you? Or will you? Let's see if there's any crazy, formations here, lineups. I'm mixing up my sports again, I'm sorry. Yeah, what is that am I, I gotta fix my boom arm apparently. Things are falling apart. I just don't nobody knows. Nobody knows at this point. This is absolutely insane. But I'm here for it. It's currently 10:43 in the AM Eastern time. Game started at 8, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, we're reaching the 3-hour mark today. We're at about 2.5. Game started at 8:10 technically, sorry. Which is actually pretty quick, all things considered. It has been a very fast-paced, fast-moving game. Not a whole ton of stoppages in it, so still nice and early yet. It would be 4:45? Yeah, about 4:45 in Italy right now. Pretty early, actually, for the Italian culture. Their games often start like, when you talk about soccer, they start at, like, 8:45, their primetime games. So this is a weird time zone even for Italy. Yeah, this game, hopefully we're not here all morning because I did not eat breakfast. I'm not a breakfast person, but we're starting to get to that lunchtime hour now. I'm gonna get hangry here. Angry and stressed, that's not a good combo. Maybe if I had a nice Italian breakfast with me, a cappuccino with a cornetto, celebrate the Milan Olympics here. I can wop it out a little bit while still doing a hockey thing, right? Even though I took down all my hockey jerseys and put up all my hockey, I hockeyized my room for this particular event. So everyone that is joining us, just so you know what our channel is about. First of all, if you don't mind, like, subscribe, follow. We are currently on YouTube, Twitch, X, and Kick. We also have Instagram and live on Assist. However, Assist didn't get the rights for the Olympics, unfortunately, for their lifetime score. But regardless, we're on all those platforms. You can find links to everywhere in the description or the bio, whatever you are on. So please give us the like, the follow, all that good stuff. And just this channel, we traditionally, well, we started focusing on Italian football, calcio, soccer, whatever you want to call it, particularly with the Juventus team. However, we like to branch out. We do some F1. We even did the World Series, LA versus Toronto. That was actually a very good stream. That was a very popular stream there a few months back for the World Series. So yeah, we kind of just we dabble in all the sports, so to speak, right? We were even following some curling there yesterday as it was going on. Um, Maybe even try to get into some. I want to learn cricket, so might do something with that. So that's what the channel's about. We do sports. So I mean, please stick around if it's not always exactly what you're looking for. I mean, we're always open for suggestions if you want us to do anything, honestly. Even and I'm not into it. My two co-hosts who aren't with me today, unfortunately, because they're working, they're into the WWE a lot as well. Interesting enough. And yeah, just racing, sim racing even. So it was just a bit of everything. And yeah, we just like to have fun, do our thing. It's a hobby for all of us. It's all for the passion and the love of the sport. So welcome in and let us get ready for the overtime period. And I'm gonna lock it in with it's gotta be a Connor McDavid goal. Gotta be. We didn't talk about the stats at all. Looks like we got a couple more minutes here with it. So shots on goal. Say Canada first, US second, 41-26, making the shooting percentage 2.4 versus 3.9. Saves 25-40. Force percentage 96-97. Both the three penalties, both with 6 penalty minutes. No power play goals, no shorthanded goals, no special teams happening at all for either side. Face-offs, slight favor for Canada, 52%, and that makes it a 26-24. And Dan, welcome in. Welcome in. He's one of our Juve guys. How much do you know about hockey, Dan? Coming in from England. You follow it at all? Are you watching it? Yeah, this is this is a nuts game. This is a historic game, if you will. Ugh, they are back on the ice now. The Bedford United Church, even that's Halifax. They did, and so she as well, apparently. So it's a church thing. That's cool. Watch parties going down all over the country. About to get underway here. Ooh, you ready for it? No, they didn't. They did not switch ends, so they both have the shorter change. Okay, interesting. I fell Olympic ice hockey. Canada man won gold in curling final against Great Britain yesterday. Yes, awesome. So you're following the same stuff as me. Yeah, curling and hockey are the two Olympic sports I actually legitimately follow and watch. McKinnon, McDavid. We have Matthews on the face-off. And Bull already on the jump. I'll start. The wingers getting into it. Still getting into it. They stop it. They have a talk. Yeah, and even the commentators now saying, no way, it takes another intermission. All right, US wins it, but McDavid steals it, and Canada are the ones to start this one off. 97. Oh, he completely misses the shot. Oh, that's bad. And now it's the US, and this one's going to be back and forth. Oh, huge save! Huge save by Binnington. Sliding across and getting the glove out to deny that one early. And McKinnon gets the shot on, and that's saved as well. Face off in the US zone. End to end, 30 seconds. Chances both ways. Binnington's, though, huge. He doesn't snatch it, but gets it to go wide. Oh, it almost gets past. That was a close one. That wins the face-off. Forced out, though. Going down the play. They're going to have to come in. Mitch Marner lays it back as well, so they can all come in together. Celebrini, Hughes, or Tay, sorry. Celebrini shot off the shins. Marner collects it. The US get the change. Canada get the change. Celebrini still on the ice. And he has to slow it down, and he'll take the change himself. McDavid back with it. Cycling between the top lines. McDavid coming in all alone. Doesn't get it on net. He's doing a 1-on-3 there. Bad clear. Oh, it does get through. It's a 3-on-1 for the US. Is it slowed down enough? Holy fucking, the US get it. And that's it. The US get the gold. Yeah. After all that, ladies and gentlemen. After all that. And that's the jeopardy of 3-on-3. There is all that space. Shia. Ah, man. Yeah, that's disappointing. Canada were the better team that game, but the US ground it down to a halt just enough. And just like the women's, the Americans draw it out to overtime to snatch a quick one to put the Canadians down to second. Very unfortunate game. Or well, for me, obviously, not for the Americans. Congratulations to the Americans. But you know what? I mean, that's it. I guess the sports are done for me for the weekend, and I can just rest up because I got a busy week ahead of me because I'm getting audited, and that's no fun. So yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Van, unlucky, of course. Thanks for dropping in though for us for the sport. I mean, on that note, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for Canada, my people. I'm gonna shut her down there, and we'll finish up for Sunday and have a nice Sunday afternoon. Hopefully, maybe grab some brunch. So once again, guys, please do like and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all platforms. Thank you very much for joining us for this watch along to close up the Olympic Games. I know there's still a bit going on, but this was the last real big event, at least from my point of view. Yeah. I mean, like, subscribe, stay tuned for more everything. We got Champions League action. Juventus versus Galatasaray in the return leg on Wednesday. That's coming up. And the big Roma match as well on Sunday. And F1. F1 coming up pretty quickly here in a couple weeks. Testing's finally done on Friday, so we will be going to Melbourne, Australia for race 1 of 24 for the new regulations. 2026 F1 new rules. So we'll see how that plays out as well. Lots of sports coming down the pipe. NHL starting back up as well with the Olympics being over. So yeah, just stay tuned for everything. Thanks once again. And yeah, just happy Sunday. I hope what happened? My mouse just stopped working? What'd I do? Uh-oh. What'd I do? Things are broken. Well, when things break, it's time to just hit the end stream. I was gonna put up my my little end screen, but I guess I won't. I'll just sign off from here. Thank you very much. And yeah, take care. Congratulations, US.